What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Fish. Don't know what happened to my hat, but I'm hatless. I'm gonna have to pick one up on this trip. I am on my way to one of my favorite fishing destinations in all of Florida. It is Cedar Key. It is fantastic. One of my favorite places. I've been going there for, wow, 35 years or so, 30 years, I don't know, a very, very long time. I try to go there twice a year. I'm gonna try to get on some redfish because that is what that place is known for. This Cedar Key is a really cool little fishing town. Every few years it gets destroyed by hurricanes. It's really awful that it gets destroyed, but they are building back, and I'm always going to go there no matter what. But it is a fantastic spot, and they got it's basically inshore oyster beds, grass flats, things like that. So it's tons and tons of redfish and big black drum. I've seen some giants caught. I've seen some giants tailing every time I go. This is the thing about Cedar Key. The last few trips, a guy showed me his spot, and it is amazing. There's always tailing reds and tailing drum there. So this time, what I'm gonna do is rent a kayak, and I'm gonna try to get to some of these spots. It's a nice little cove that's out of the wind, so even if the weather's bad, you can still go back in here. I'm hoping I can get a kayak and get back in this little cove because there's a handful of oyster beds. There's always 100% of the time nice redfish and black drum tailing. That's what I'm looking for. I may rent a boat, go out on the grass flats, because once you get to these islands, aside from being loaded with redfish, you can catch tons of trout. I've caught mackerel. You can catch cobia out there. Like, there's a little deep channel that cuts through, so you can catch all kinds of deep water fish too. But it's mostly redfish, trout, drum, what else? Lately, there have been a lot of little snook caught, which is nuts. My dad caught one a couple years ago because I have never seen snook there in all of my life, and now suddenly there's tons of snook up there. But typically, you're not going to catch snook. It's all about the inshore species up north there, and it's the redfish, the black drum, trout. So anyway, I am on my way there. I'll be there in a few hours. I may not fish today, depends, but I'm definitely fishing for the next 2 days, so stay tuned.
But all these together do not comprise Persia.
And this is the stretch of road where I saw the hyena. If you don't know that story, I wrote it in my book and probably mentioned it in videos. One night I was driving down this stretch of highway, and it was late at night and I was tired, and I was with my ex, and I saw what I swear was a hyena. Same ears, same color, same little gallopy gait. I couldn't believe it, a hyena in Florida. So I get to the town of Cedar Key, and I'm asking people, have you ever seen a hyena out here? And the people in town were like, oh, hyenas? Yeah. Like, what? No. So it was kind of like this myth for a long time. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. There's people in Florida that, you know, have crazy exotic pets and things like that. So I thought maybe someone's exotic pet got out, and it could live here. I mean, look around. Plenty of stuff for it to eat, lots of roadkill, lots of animals. So I thought it was a real hyena. And then I came back here with my buddy Dennis. We're driving down, I'm regaling the story, which he already knew, and I'm like, yeah, this is where we saw it. And right when I mentioned that, guess what we see? The so-called hyena. Now it's light out, and I can see that it is indeed not a hyena. No, it is a feral hog with the same colors as a spotted hyena, like light brown with dark black spots, big floppy ears that at night look like hyena ears. Well, they're big floppy wild pig ears, and the weird little gallop. I mean, that's just how the boars sort of roam around, and it was big. And yeah, so I saw the culprit. It was a wild pig, not a hyena. So it destroyed this magical myth that I had of this area, but it was pretty cool to kind of see the truth. So yeah, that was it, and that was right here in this stretch. All right, guys, man, it looks fantastic out there. Tide is almost high. The backwaters look great. I don't know if you can see this. This is one of my favorite places to fish. I'm trying to find a kayak rental place so I can get back up in there around the oyster beds and stuff like that, because that is where all the big fish hang out. So I am searching for a kayak place. There used to be one over here. I can't find it. So I gotta drive around a little bit. But either I'm gonna be in a kayak soon, or I'm gonna be on the water fishing soon, because it's a beautiful day. The water looks fantastic, and I know there's a redfish calling my name. Had to lose the shoes, and you will see why. It's super high tide right now. And my spot is right here. Those minnows. All right, I'm gonna guess this is a trout. No. Ooh, maybe a trout. He's shaking his head like catfish, but he hit it so quick. I feel like it might be a trout. Damn it. Let's see. Its head yet. Kind of heavy, not really fighting, not shaking its head yet. Kind of heavy, yeah, probably a catfish. Yeah, that little bop, 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 bop is definitely a catfish. Damn, dude. What are you doing? Hey! All right, so that spot was a little too flooded, and it might be a little too early. Usually that's like an evening bite or early morning bite place. So I may have missed it this morning. So trying to do a spot. This one's a little bit more accessible. There's like current coming through these little areas. There's lots of places to fish. Only problem is it's a crazy walk through this forest. But caught a lot of fish here. Nothing great. The big ones don't really hang out here, but I'm hoping something big may pass by. What the? Is this a croaker? Yeah, I guess it is. Little croaker. Thanks, buddy. Not what I'm looking for. What the? There we go. Oh, good fish. Looks like a trout or a little red. Actually good. Thanks, buddy. No! Fucking ladyfish. Dude. We got something. I wonder if he still got it. I think he still got it. Oh, god damn, it feels like a catfish again. See the end of the line? See that little pop, 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 pop? No, it's a little redfish. Are you serious? What? Dude, you just made my day, little dude. All right, buddy. I got you. Something. I mean, what is it doing? Can't tell if it's still eating it or sitting there in the current. There we go. What do we got? Oh, redfish. Oh, big trout. No way. Big trout. Holy crap. Holy shit. Huge trout. Oh, big trout. Look at this guy. Awesome. I gotta get him back in. Oh shit. My bad. Fuck. There you go. Well, I'll be honest. I'm already very happy. It's so hot, and like the tide was super high, and I couldn't really get to the spot I wanted to get to, but I already caught a red, which to me, like any red is great because they are my favorite fish to catch. And I feel like they're hard to catch. You can catch a baby snook pretty much anywhere, but a red is always tough. The trout, nice sized trout, nice fight. He just took it and kind of was sitting in the current with it. So that was really cool. So maybe the tide is changing. I know high tide was like a little while ago, so maybe it's starting to change and they're starting to feed or whatever. Maybe there's an aggressive pattern. Who knows? But I want a nice fish, another nice red. Any trout, obviously any game fish would be cool. So if you guys have never fished here before, what I would like to do, see that island that is most likely also an oyster bed? What you want to do is fish, the tide's coming this way, so you want to fish around this corner all the way to the end. And I guarantee you will catch a redfish. All right, something on there, I think. Oh man, okay. What is this? Something nice. Oh no, he's pulling like a damn stingray. If it's a stingray, it's a big one. So a shark will really take off with it. But it's pulling kind of like a stingray, or maybe even a big old catfish. Oh no, it's a shark. It's a shark, guys. Dog it. That's what I was afraid of. The way it was fighting was like very strong and like heavy. This looks like a little bonnet head. I don't want to break off because I don't have another weight. I got you, buddy. I got you. All right, not what I was looking for today. Big old bonnet head. So while I was reeling that in, look what I got on the other rod. Little redfish. All right, so I'm gonna explain what's going on. So there used to be a kayak rental place at the beginning of the islands. You could rent them there and then they would take them wherever you want on the island. And that's what I was hoping to do, again, because of the hurricane and a lot of the businesses are shut down or recovering or, you know, kind of part-time. I wasn't able to do that. There's a couple kayak rentals at the beach near my house, so I may do that, but where I want to be is in the backwater. But I could rent one and go out to the island if it's not too windy. I don't want to get stuck out there, but I could do that. That would be kind of cool, actually. I've never fished the islands in a kayak, and that could be really cool. So I may do that tomorrow, but that is why I'm not kayak fishing. I just got refreshed, got some food, got a little drink, and now I'm hitting the another fishing spot. I've got a third spot for kind of sundown. It's where I was at earlier. And it was kind of flooded, so the tide should be better when I get out there. And evening bite there tends to be better, you know, some of the back, as long as it's not like super low tide. It might be later on, so I don't know how many options I have for the rest of the day, but I'm gonna give it a shot because that's why I'm here. And also I was thinking about renting a boat today too, since I couldn't do the kayak, and the marina, for whatever reason, the lady that works there wasn't in, and so the guy could not operate the cash register, so he couldn't sell me bait or supplies or rent me a boat. So I'm hoping to do the kayak tomorrow. think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna rent a kayak and go out to the island. So that will be really cool. So hopefully I'm gonna get, guys, I'm still looking for redfish, trout, big black drum. I got a little blue crab in case the drum decide to get hungry. That's it. I'll see you in a minute.